Okay, so today's date is April 16th, and the last vlog that I ever uploaded was on February 5th. Well, shit. Well, hello. Good hello. Happy 3 months later, whatever. So there's a lot that I need to explain. Well, maybe not that much, but everything that has happened in the last 3 months has, they've been kind of big things. So I haven't been in the mood to do a lot of vlogging. Anyway, I'm feeling a lot better about myself, so here I am explaining. So, first of all, you remember like my last vlog, well, one of my last vlogs that I did before, my car got cloned, so that was a little bit of a big mess. It's all sorted now, well, at least I hope it's sorted. And then, unfortunately, our little monster, Toby, he died. Yeah. And we weren't very happy about that, and of course, nobody's happy to lose a pet. The thing is, he was not very well anyway. He needed medication. He needed 5 pills per day, and we kept him alive for an extra year, with an extra 13 months. You know, like when he was diagnosed with a bit of a heart problem, without going too much into it. So I guess eventually that he kept requiring more medication, so we kept doing it, and then maybe eventually everything just started shutting down, and he had a seizure, and then that was it. Lights out. So we I don't know if I don't know if anybody's what you think about like urns or caskets or anything, but we did have him cremated, and we have him in a little box at the moment so we can scatter him. And if you don't want to see it, look away now. I'll tell you when to look back. There he is, in that little box with his favorite fish. Okay, you can look again. I don't know, I mean, it's not like actually looking at the ashes themselves is not that bad. Not as bad as you think it was, or it is, because everybody sees like ash all the time, and that's exactly what it looks like, just normal ash. That you would get from like maybe logs, like a smoldering logs or something like that. Anyway, and the other thing is, we have the house on the market at the moment, and shortly after we put the house on the market, this weird white symbol, change hands, this weird white symbol appeared on our sidewall of our house. And we were a bit freaked out because you know how people put stuff on Facebook all the time, like about, oh my god, like all sorts of stuff. Like, so there was this one article I read about somebody's house getting, marked with a white mark and, ready for burglars to come and burgle it. So anyway, we got pretty freaked out, so we called the estate agent. We said to them, is there any reason why you put this mark on our wall or anything like this? I didn't think it would be them anyway, because it was like paint and stuff, and they said no. So when I described it to them, saying it's kind of like a long rectangle with a picture of a crown on top of it, kind of like a sideways crown. So she says, oh right, no, that's weird. Anyway, so she put the phone down, she called us back like half an hour later and said, oh my god, that means that your house is alarmed, and blah blah blah, and that means somebody's going to come and assess it and rob it, and oh god, all sorts of thoughts were going through our head. So we called the police. The police, they sent over a couple of rent-a-cops. I think they were just like community workers, I'm not sure, and again, change hands. Anyway, so they came to have a look at it, and I was at work at the time, and I was really worried to leave Corolla alone in the house. So, but they came, and the first community worker recognized it and said, "Oh no, 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 that's nothing to do with being a burglar. That's some guy called King, that's his signature, and he's just a small graffiti artist, and literally that's all he does. He just does really small, like this, yay big, on people's houses, and that's it, or on property, wherever he feels the urge to do it, you know, like on somebody's car window, just anywhere, you know, like, and they know his name is King, you know, like, but what are they going to charge him with? You know, it's like, you know, it's like that. Anyway, so we're really, really happy about that. And I just thought to myself, Jesus, I mean, a graffiti artist, why couldn't they have just drawn a giant penis on the side of the house like everybody else? Then I would not have been freaked out as much, you know? Oh, well, anyway, so that's that. The other thing is, as you may have remembered, there was one vlog called We're Moving to Berlin, and that is still going ahead. Everything is still going ahead as planned. As you can see, we have moving boxes, we've got everything. I've got a big pile of papers I need to burn. Just everything is a mess. And, yeah, so we're just doing everything we can just to you know, try and get rid of stuff. I sold some guitars. Some of the they're just cheap guitars, because every time I move around and I'm waiting for my guitars to arrive, I always end up buying just a cheap one to make me do, you know. So anyway, so I sold them to one of these cash converter places, and I didn't get anywhere near what I paid for them. But it's okay, because I was going to sell them to maybe a friend for maybe just around the same amount, so it's fine, and it gets them out the way. And then at least if anything goes wrong with it, then said friend is not going to come back to me on it. What else? Blah, blah, blah. I've been working out a lot more. Another reason why I haven't been vlogging a lot more is because I gained a shitload of weight. As you can probably see, I'm still a bit chubby. But I have been working out more. I've lost about 5 kilos since I don't know, since I didn't vlog anymore, so can't really comparison. And also I've joined a gym. This one right here. That's all it is, just my treadmill. It's kind of in the way, but it's alright. I mean, it works. I've got my weights. That's about it. That's all it is. Just, you know, like when I'm walking or running, you know, like when I get tired and I slow it down, I kind of just, you know, take the weights out, and I just, you know, like move my arms, you know, like do the whole, like, what'd you call it, the 70s disco thing, you know, or the grease lightning. You know, grease lightning with the weights. Oh, that'd be funny. I should actually do a meme on that, but or something like that. I don't know, maybe not. And what else? I don't think there's anything else to mention, literally, and I've been working like a shit. Corolla's been working long hours. You know, we've been putting together our resumes, we've been doing all sorts of stuff, emailing companies, because we still don't know if we're going to get a job straight away yet. I mean, my German is still... I can just about have a conversation with their parents, which is good, because they don't speak a word of English. And, but... One thing I always found in Berlin anyway, a lot of people speak English anyway, but whether you need to work with it to deal with other customers, I don't know. This is why I always thought that working in rent-a-car would be a lot more of a better solution, you know, if you will. Yeah. Either that or an electronics store, because I find that the words for a lot of electronics are very, very much the same. And if there are slightly different in German, or the German word like for SD card, even though there is a different German word for it, everybody knows what SD card means. You know, like you know, like camera is the same word, computer is the same word, printer is not the same word, but you can, you know, but again, it's the same. Everybody understands it, you know, like, and then you can fill in the blanks, everything else when they ask you questions. Worst case scenario, I could just ask somebody to help me on that, you know, until my German gets better. And yes, that's about it. Whew. How long have I been talking for now? Oh, 9 minutes, according to my camera. Right, so I've got a few phone calls to make, but I might start, I don't know, I might do something around the house, see what needs doing. There's a few bits that need burning. not my guitar, just a few bits of paper. So I might light a fire. I don't know yet. Maybe tomorrow. I'll probably do that tomorrow. So I think today I'm just going to start packing away some stuff, you know, like that I never use. I mean, I know I keep all my PlayStation 2 games, my Nerf guns, my toys, my everything. I might start packing away some books, but there's no point doing that because they're fine right there at the moment. They're not necessarily in the way. Although I might do, because it might be an idea to see how many boxes that we have. Because we are going to drive to Berlin. We're going to go from, because we live on the north of England, northwest England, so what we're going to do is we're going to drive over from here in Darwin to Hull, and from Hull to Rotterdam. And 1 second, has that download finished yet? Yay! And then we're going to go from Rotterdam straight to Berlin, so it's about 1,000 kilometers, which is like 690 miles from the port in Rotterdam, all the way to, let's say, Zehlendorf, Berlin, or Steglitz in Berlin. We're not sure, because we're also going over in the first week in June. Again, change hands. My arm's getting tired, probably from all the... you know, like a disco dancing, grease lightning, go grease lightning, you know, like this. And what the hell was I saying? Damn, grease lightning just completely confused me. I've lost my train of thought. Right, yeah. So we're going to go over in June for a week, and we're hoping to secure an apartment. If we can't secure an apartment, we're gonna hopefully get just a storage place, you know, like which is a good cheap option. You don't have to sign a 12-month contract for it, and then when we eventually get out there, we can you know, find our apartment and everything like this, and yeah, so we could probably stay with Corolla's parents for maybe a week or 2 weeks or however long it takes, but we want to try and be as independent as we possibly can. Man, I love these boxes. They originally came from Germany, because this is all of Corolla's stuff came in this about 10 years ago. And if you look at this, it's like you fold them in like this, and then this side goes in there, like so. Like so. And then, on the inside, you just fold them down. No need for tape or anything. That's fantastic, and the bottom is actually really, really strong. I bet they make boxes like this in England. I've just never seen them before. I just got this old thing working. I can't believe it's working. This really old. Yeah, I'm not gonna admit that I just rocked out to Lady Gaga, but never mind. Okay, well, that's the... I'm gonna call it a day, because the vlog is already quite long with me talking earlier and stuff. But I've done really, really well. Managed to get that thing working. I need to see if I can get that videotape out of that old VCR. I know the VCR doesn't work. But I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to sift through that. 5, 6 in the back over there. And I've done so much work upstairs, just clearing stuff out. It's good. I know we're not moving for like another 2 months. I mean, we don't actually have a moving date yet, but, you know, still nice to get ahead of it, because you never know, we might sell a house very quickly. I just like to know that, you know, we're almost ready, you know, like, well, we're kind of like halfway there. So anyway, so I'm going to say, take care, have fun, and I'll catch you again.